Hi, John again. Video cut off before. Anyway, I'm just going to pick up from where I left off. It's 15th of August 2014, Friday. Here in Auckland, New Zealand, time 7:30 a.m. Just want to continue where I left off with David Cameron being on notice from us, the four of us in New Zealand, and the four that I've nominated in England. Okay, Gordon Bowden, George Lee, John Patterson, Matt Taylor. We're hoping that they will join us, me, John Kahaki Wanoa, Jamie Patrick Stewart Ngatai, Desmond Wanoa, and Dean Murray, four of us. So there's 8 of us all together. The 8-pointed star, we're using that on our flag as one of the points is Queen Victoria, people from Britain, and the immigrants that came here and settled in 1844 when the trust was set up by Queen Victoria, between them and us. I'm going on a commercial contract, trust, and we are being the beneficiaries here, and the British people who landed here. And we make provision for the British people in England, UK, Britain, to be in on this because they are affected as much of the claim to the whole of the estate and wealth that the Queen has put together, amassed with fraud dealings right through the world. So in the Commonwealth countries, and you'll see now that she's a private business operator in several different company names, and I've watched George Lee's video, that yes, they do change their names often of their companies, the same as what they have changed the New Zealand Business Roundtable here to the Initiative New Zealand company. Okay, so we're going after them because they are administering our trust to the Queen, Elizabeth, Windsor, on our behalf. If they are, then we're going to seize everything off them next week. We're going to start proceedings in our court online because there's 1 billion plus people watching all the time. Our High Court of Admiralty, Court Martial, orders of the King's Bench. That's the King's Bench. All the other courts from England and Britain are Queen's Bench. Okay, so we can't operate in the Queen's Bench. We have more authority as a King's Bench. So I'm speaking for the King. Okay, I'm not a king, but I'm his partner, King William IV. Okay, and Queen Victoria. They are our partners, as well as you are, you 4 people there that I've nominated. So when I send a letter to you, proposal to join us in the committee to go to Parliament. So there'll be 8 of us going to Parliament, and we start challenging David Cameron, the Prime Minister, right now. You have the authority from MOAI Powerhouse Group in London, Limited, company in London, to operate under that name, company, as more like directors. Okay? Put it that way. I'll write it up that way, that you are directors in a company to challenge the Queen straight under us, the MOAI. You have no problem doing that. You have problems over there in the face of them, Crown corporations. But from here, you come here and back that way. And by the time you get things going, we'll be there to set up the Admiralty Court Martial courts in Plymouth on King William's estate. Okay, in Devonport, his naval base. We will seize the whole place and the courthouse and set it up under the King's orders until we get a king in place. Okay. In the meantime, we have every right, because David Cameron is not acknowledging our flag from King William IV, the trading bank flag, 1835, for our people here in New Zealand. So that flag has precedence over all other flags in the world, as far as Commonwealth goes, and the King of England. Okay? Kings are everything, not the Queen. The Queen has separated herself from the people of Britain. She has blackmailed them. She has offended them grossly. So we're billing her in levy debtors and all her accessories to her fraud. She has a warrant on her head from the Well Court Tribunal with the ITTC and the group there that from Canada. Okay? And so we are supporting them as well. But they're on the church side. They're going after the church side, but when it comes to Admiralty, no one can enter into private contract as well as we can here in New Zealand. That's what I'm saying. We have the authority to go into contract with anybody. So if anybody's getting in our way, we pull them into contract and seize everything off them. Okay? That's what you fellows are going to do over there, Gordon. That's what you fellows are going to do, the same as us. All right? We're exercising that here on Cook Street next week. 61 Cook Street. We're going to seize the property under these King's orders. Okay? I'll write them up that way. There will be the order to the Parliament to force David Cameron to comply with the King's orders of his legal, commercial contract liens that we're going to investigate Westminster dealings with the Queen, why she's taken off with the money in the H M Treasury. We're going to order a complete audit of accounts, settlement of accounts. Call up the accounts, George. Call up the accounts, and we will do it from here, as well as we'll call up the accounts here of New Zealand. The real culprit is the government here in New Zealand and the Queen. Okay, you can forget about all the other Commonwealth countries. This is the main one that did all the skullduggery, and the racket starts from here because of a contract. Right? We have every right with the flag. It's a contract flag, commercial contract flag, private. Okay, so you know, we mean business. So that government, which is us, the MOAI crown on the head, the head, it's a crown, earth crown. Okay, federal state, that's us. We're acting as a federal state. The Maoris have got confederation, con, so we don't use the word con. Okay, that's the Maori confederation with King William. So we've taken that out of the equation, taken the Maori word out of the equation because it belongs to the Crown Corporation, right? The Queen. Very cunning, not cunning enough for Moai, okay? Not that cunning. This is a private contract information. Printing the pound note, credit family. That's the heading. We're going to print the pound note. Moai used the commercial lien instruments of foreclosure on the Queen's Trust as head trustee for the amount of 970 million trillion British pounds sterling security of investment set against the Crown's properties, gold, land, banks, estate, assets entirely, the whole lot. Right? This is a debtor's levy notice against each individual Crown agent, criminal felons, tied in with her as accessories. Okay, so that's right through the will, because she's still running the trust. She's still running the trust rampant, and that's proof that she's gone. She's abandoned her people in Britain and the Commonwealth for her own sake. They're going underground, probably to blow the whole place up. That's the evil Queen in the bunker, and the Pope's in the bunker. So you get them while they're on the top of the land. Okay, get them while they're walking on the top of the land. Don't let them go in the hole. Otherwise otherwise MOAI will shake the ground and they'll go on. MOAI used commercial lien instruments of foreclosure on the Queen's Trust. Okay, we've been through that. We get John Patterson to organise printing of the British pound note, if he can. I see Scotland can't use a pound note because the Westminster won't let them. Yeah. Okay. We'll give you an order so you can print it. Okay. So we can use money straight away. Right. We'll use money straight away against them, and see if anybody likes that idea to pay their rates and pay the warmth and the heating in the house. Okay. And take the people off the street and put them in the house, and take the houses off these 300 royal families. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to give you an order to strip them, okay, out of Britain. Strip them, one by one agent at a time. So you have to speak to your policeman, just like how we're going to next week. We're going to. We've been talking to the police here. We're very nice to them because they're just ordinary people doing a job and paid to do it by the taxpayer. Okay, so we're standing in for the taxpayer here on the King's side. Okay, not the Queen's side, the King's side. So we get John Patterson to organise, because he's in the family of banking, organise the printing of the British pound note as our MOAI Royal Sovereigns Bank. MOAI Royal Sovereigns Bank. You might as well keep this piece of rock as solid as rock, as yours. So MOAI is for everybody. Okay, he's there now, so you might as well use him while he's there. We're not going to cut him off. I don't think so. We say he's the title to the earth. Okay, that's all you have to say. Who's going to say no? Because it's over. They have not refuted anything we say. Any of those documents you see from MOAI online, they're real. You can use them, you four people. You have the authority, and I'll put the seal on, of King William, the seal of Admiralty, to use them. Okay? The partnership is British and MOAI sovereigns, and other sovereigns of the world. So sovereign means you've been there longer than anybody else. So we're all one now. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Set up the bank and our courthouse in London, extended from King William IV courthouse in Plymouth. So we'll branch from there as legal, okay, on his land. Well, his estate is still there. So we're going to, Jamie and I, go there and set ourselves up. Okay, we're going to set ourselves up, and more than likely I'll be staying there and representing in Westminster as a candidate for Parliament. Okay, just to let you boys know, I'm going there to have a little look around and rake the place up of pedophiles and all the rest of these crooked monkeys out of the place. Okay? I mean it. Okay. And me and Jamie go to Plymouth, set up the court with Matt and you fellas. Convert British pound note to New Zealand dollars for our own projects. Over there, the power projects, tidal energy, and also other industries. We can get straight away through Westminster. We'll go in there and set these things up and take over the Commonwealth. That's what we're going to do. Take over the Commonwealth with the trust of Queen. Boot her out. Okay? We'll make an order to boot her out and arrest her. Okay? We'll give an order to arrest her and get the police, talk to the police to go and arrest her because she has committed more than crimes, genocide and treason and all the rest of it, against us, the public. Okay? So John Patterson, bank manager for the MOAI Royal Sovereigns Bank. Okay? Okay. Gold Trust Fund. That's the Gold Trust Fund that Karen Hudes is talking about, the World Bank. All that money that they're borrowing from around the world banks comes from there, the trust, the H M Trust. So she's carted it off, and she's still carrying on with the trust, as if to say she's still in Westminster. But no, she's put it inside the EU Parliament. Well, pull it back into Westminster where it belongs. The authority belongs in Westminster, not in the EU Parliament. Okay? That's to the new Secretary of State of Defence. Right? And we need you, I forgot what his name, But we need the new secretary that took over Philip Hammond's place to bring the British military here to New Zealand for the Pacific. Okay, straight away. Matt and George, Gordon and John, we need the British military here, right away, to protect our business, not her business, our business, between us and England. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay? We will get the British military and John Patterson to organise the debt collectors to go after the gold with the money we print. We start printing straight away, so we have money to use, the paper money. We'll go along with that till we sort something out later. We've got some other issues and money out of the gold. But at the moment we use lien instruments, commercial lien instruments on them in their own laws. Okay, we've got the right to do it. So we will leave John Patterson to set up the security of interest, Admiralty mortgage lien levy documents to recover and salvage the debt gold from wherever it is, in Hawaii, America somewhere, Philippines, Switzerland, anywhere. We have a manifest. We'll seize the manifest. She's probably got it and taken it out of Westminster, the manifest and the shipping orders of what's H M customers they've been carrying around in the ships. Shore Savile, you'll see our flag flying, the 1835 Declaration of Independence flag of Admiralty of King William IV, flying on Shore Savile ships. Okay, the passenger liners. It was on P&O before, but it's been bought out. Okay, but the flag still exists, and they're using that to ship these gold around. So we have the legal right to go in with the police. George, get the police onto it. Get the police, the Scotland Yard, because Jamie Patrick Stewart is a Scotland Yard. That's why she looks like a detective. In fact, she's beginning to be one, with myself being in the Rogan and the Cosgrove lawyers, Rogan judges, and land title courts. Okay? We know what we're doing. Just to let you know, we're not mucking around with anybody. Sector Queen as head of trustee, and they nominate myself. You can nominate me as the head trustee. Well, we're going to nominate ourselves anyway because it's our trust that they made a deal with. And Jamie of New Zealand, and John Patterson and Gordon as one of the four, or two of the four, and also George and Gordon. So two of you will be the other two trustees for your behalf on that end. Okay, replace the King and Queen of Spain and Prince Andrew. They're the other trustees. So out they go. Right, we're going to put a bill on them. We're going to put the bill on them. Start making bills. Okay, and bill everybody that's running rampant. And Cameron, put the bill on him. Put a bounty on his head because you're allowed to under the King's orders. Okay, right. Thorough investigation of where all the money was spent on the military and for the war and the activities that are fraud and corrupted. Where is all the gold and the money we use to assess the values of the offences in one lump sum divided by the total number of offenders. For example, 1 billion of them. Okay, 1 billion of offenders. Add them all up. There's 300 royal families, but when you add up all right through the Commonwealth, the people who are running the racket. Okay, so the four will force the issue in Westminster Parliament. That's you four there. My Crown Federal State flag. Right, the flag. After 72 hours, this flag will be presented to Westminster Parliament to enforce and raise there in the name of King William IV Admiralty jurisdiction. Okay, we'll put our flag up there. You can go and fly the flag. Buy the flag from here. It's already, you can buy them. Who is using King William's flag seal? Somebody's using his flag seal while we're contractors. They're coming as a third party. They're in trouble. They're in trouble, commercially. In trouble. Of authentication on their documents. Their legal documents, which includes land titles, banks, mortgages, equity, assets of value, prize, possessions, manifest, including H M Customs cargo bill of lading, which will be investigated as not immune from search and seizure warrants that we issue from the King's Bench. Okay, this means we are using King's orders to search and seize the Queen's orders and the Queen's Court's property under H M Treasury audit of accounts. So she's going by what George said, she's cleared out with the money and cleaned the whole H M Treasury out and the banks and took off with it. Okay, Cook Street, 61 Cook Street, Auckland, New Zealand. The property we're going to seize next week, subject to what the four come up with, you four in England, in your investigation, and vice versa, in our investigation of Cook Street is finished. And the same for you, if you've got a property to seize, then do the same thing. Okay? So pick one out, and we'll challenge it under MOAI brand name, Patent Rights Authority of Admiralty, King William IV, Queen Victoria Trust, right? All that in a mouthful. You're going with authority, all right? You're going with the claim to be partners to us. MOAI Bill Debtor Levy, the iwi here, the tribes, the iwi and the Maoris, Crown and Queen Government of New Zealand, in this order to you, Matt, and you fellas, the same you do there to the Queen is what we do to her representatives here in New Zealand, right through the Commonwealth. So those guys who are watching in Canada, America, Australia, you can follow the pattern. That's what's happening here, because we'll come there and do the same thing. Well, we can do the same thing from here in Auckland. Okay, we can do the same thing for you and see the lot. Okay, so the Queen, right? We are down to the Queen now. Make sure the bill is public from the citizens of Britain, who has to expose it and take action to hold her accountable. The British people got to do this job. It's the voters, the people who are supporting you, and online. That's why we've gone online with the shares, so we can get 1 billion shareholders or more in Britain or in any country, and that's how we're going to get the numbers behind everything we do to veto any decisions any government makes. Okay, so the population of England, we can veto if we got all the shareholders in with us around the world. They've got the same rights with the flag. With this flag is free passage through the world. You listen to Prince Andrew talking about it. He's saying exactly the interpretation of our flag. Okay, the 1835 Declaration of Independence, Sovereignty, State flag. Okay. Steps to speak for the King William IV became his ancestor is David Cameron. He failed to acknowledge that he is getting their Admiralty jurisdiction from him without telling us. But if anybody like him using King William, they're in trouble, because he's a, like I said, third party in our private contract. Right? He has no private contract. No police, no judge, no person has any third party in our private contract with Queen Victoria and King William IV. Admiralty and trust, with all that gold amassed, we seize under that guise of law. Okay? So you know. First party, Queen Victoria, trust, and King William, Admiralty jurisdiction to cut the gold around the world under the flag. Okay? Under our flag. Second party, MOAI Crown HAPU Sovereignty in New Zealand. Right? That's us. Okay? So that's about it. That's about it. That's all I wanted to say to you, you guys. Now that I'm ready to go and put these documents together today, hopefully I'll have it over the weekend for Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. By Thursday, if David Cameron, Prime Minister of Britain, if you haven't answered, we're going ahead to do what the King says. Okay? The King is our partner. that we have sufficient proof to say you are running a racket to the whole world inside Westminster. We're going to clean it up. We're going to clean it up with the police. Right? We're going to put the police in on the politics. And as soon as we're ready here, as soon as we clean Cook Street up, you should have got a property back over there. By the time, if you haven't, we'll come there and go and get it. Okay? Under this system. So we want to make sure for your own safety that the police are well informed of what's going on here. I just want to show you, we've got oh, I can't get it. I can't get this thing there. We've got a van up there. There's a van up there. You can see there, right? He's been sitting there for going on 8 weeks now, see, right there. Now, I think he's got his cameras on us and watching all the time. Well, I just want to make note. I'll go and take his registration tomorrow. Courtesy coach. I think he's got a camera on us here in our office, just to let you know that it might be a good thing. There might be the British looking after us, why things are going so smoothly for us. So I don't see any risk of that being up there or hiding anything. We don't hide things, all right? Not here. So that's all I want to say today. I made 2 other clips, but it switched off halfway through. So I just had to go and sort my camera out. And so I had to start again. So that's all I want to say. And to you boys, Gordon, George, John, and Matt, please consider our proposal to join us in partnership there straight away. As soon as I put this together, you'll be in the MOAI Powerhouse group. That's the control there over the 250 countries and 250 corporate companies. We can change the name later out of corporate, but we have to operate corporate in the corporate world until it's gone. But it's not gone yet, so we'll get rid of it in time. We have another king there, but we'll leave that for later. Jeff Foley, HRH, Prince Regent, Lord High Constable, Magistrate of Law Hayden Castle. So he's there on standby with us in Australia. He has all the credentials to go in and challenge the king position and boot the queen out. Okay, I can use his constable title for our purposes, for the people. He wants to go in there and clean the place out and start all over again better than what it's looking right now with people getting killed all over the place. Those people that the UN and the EU and the Queen and Rothschilds, you're going to be charged with all those wars. You've caused all the wars in the world and killing the people in Palestine, Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu. You're going for escape. We're going to build your people and your country. We're standing there watching all the rockets firing over to Palestine. They hardly got any equipment to save themselves. And because you're just bowling over innocent civilians, you're going to get the bill. You're going to get the bill for everything you've done in this fraud scam that you're in the Ponzi scheme with America. Obama, you and your wife, the man, Michelle the man, both of you, and Bill Gates, and all of the rest of you people, Kerry, and Harper in Canada, all of you, and the churches. You're all in it. You're going to get divided into the 1141 900 million trillion US dollars. But we're going to convert it before your US dollar flops, just like you're going to flop in your money currency. Okay? Now, Russia and China have had enough of you. Of your corrupted system of paper money that's got no pyramid eyes or anything. It's black eye time for you. You get punched in the eye, and your fake Ponzi pyramid and all the illusions is at an end. That's what I'm saying. From MOAI, he's had enough of you too. Okay. So, enough of that. Let's go. See you later. Have a nice day. It's beautiful here. Nice. Nice day. Blue skies. As you can see outside. Blue skies. Okay. And we'll see you later. Bye.